Hi guys, thanks for watching Cooking with Hua. Today I'll be making Korean soybean paste stew, also known as Doenjang-jjigae. You can find the recipe and instructions at my website, www.cookingwithhua.com. You will need zucchini, onions, garlic, soybean paste, sliced green onions, chicken broth or vegetable broth, tofu, and soybean. It's extremely cold in Minnesota right now, so this soybean paste stew is the perfect recipe for the winter days. This recipe is super easy. I chopped up a zucchini and an onion and I'm adding it into my stone bowl. Now I like to use a stone bowl because it traps in the heat. I'm also going to add in some minced garlic. You do want to use a good quality Korean soybean paste. So important to use Korean soybean paste. And just add it to the stone bowl with the chopped zucchini, onions, and garlic. And all you're going to do now is add in the chicken stock. If you want to keep this vegan, you can use vegetable stock and it will work fine. Turn on your stove on high and give it a good mix to loosen the soybean paste. Then all you have to do is let it come to a boil. And once it comes into like a hard boil, you will want to add in your tofu. I made a mistake in using my smaller stone bowl, but I thought perhaps I could try the chopstick trick by putting it on top to see if it wouldn't boil over. And I have to report to you, it did boil over. It didn't work. Once it comes to a hard boil, then you want to add in your tofu. Now, if you don't like tofu, you can omit this and add in any other vegetables you want. You can add in carrots, potatoes, whatever you like. This is just what I had on hand, so that's what I'm using. Let it boil for about 5 minutes before you add in the soybean sprouts. I know traditionally the stock is made of anchovies, konbuk, and also radish, but I'm going to skip that process and just use chicken stock, and like I said, you can use vegetable stock as well. Add in the soybean sprouts. Now I love the flavor that it adds to the soybean paste stew. However, if you don't like soybean sprouts, you can go ahead and skip it. And remember, this is a stew and not a soup, so it's going to be a little bit thicker, a little bit heartier, less watery, a little bit thicker. And then I'm just pushing it down with my spoon so then it can get heated up and warm. Comment down below and let me know what some of your favorite dishes are during the winter season. I love stews, especially Korean stews. And I'm adding in some gochugaru, which is Korean pepper flakes, because I wanted a little bit of a kick and spicy. But if you don't like spicy foods, you can omit this part altogether. And I'm just going to mix everything to make sure that the pepper flakes is well combined. At this point, you're almost done. Just let it be on the stove or cook on the stove for about another minute or two and you're done. And I added in some sliced green onions on top. And once you do add in your sliced green onions, you can go ahead and turn down the heat. And at the end, what I ended up doing also was drizzling just a little bit of sesame oil for that nutty, toasty flavor. I mean, that's just delicious. I don't know what it is about sesame oil, but it just finishes off every Korean dish beautifully and lovely. Try this recipe. I guarantee you will love it, especially if you like Korean stews. This is like the perfect stew for a winter season, and as of right now, Minnesota is so cold. And I love how this stone bowl just keeps everything so nice and hot. And I just added a little bit of sesame seeds on top. Now you can find the recipe and instructions at my website at www.cookingwithhua.com. Thanks for watching, guys.